Kasparas Jakucionis' slide stops at pick number 20, thanks to the Miami Heat who select him. Dion, both you and I are high on KJ. I moved him up to number 6 on my big board. I believe you had him at 7. We see the vision. I think this is way too low for him. I would take him over half the dudes who already have been selected. Maybe that's not a surprise considering I said I ranked him 6. But Heat culture is back, and they got their Lithuanian to build around. He comes in, and there is a clear path to minutes here for Kasparis too. It's like he is not a draft and stash. This is a guy who maybe much like Jaime Jaquez before he got in Eric Spoelstra's doghouse, like could come in and make an impact from the jump. But what do you think of this fit for Miami?
I like it. I think Miami needs to swing for the fences, right? Like they're missing star power on this team. They have Bam, they have Tyler Hero, they have Jaime Jaquez. But they're missing something. They got my dog Wiggs. I know they're in the hunt for Jonathan Kuminga. I want to get ahead of something. Wiggins and Kasparis for Kuminga. Sign me up. You talking about Kasparis with Steph flanking him, little step back God Kasparis. Pump fakes, all types of stuff. Step on the wing, pods. I'm down for that. Sign me all the way up. I doubt that actually happens. I don't get nice things in life typically, so like I really don't think that happens. But that would be fun. But I think Kasparis is a good fit for Heat culture. I think he also needs the element of Heat culture where it is work ethic too,
Hmm.
right? And I think that's one of the things about Kasparis and Yegor, by the way, that I felt is there's games that they're just like, yeah, we played pro ball last year, and you want us to play against Northwestern? Probably not. Like that's probably not going to happen. I'm probably not going to be up for the game against Minnesota. I'm probably not going to travel well when we're going to, Nebraska.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? But like I thought he played well. Like in the bigger games, I thought you got the best version of him. And I do think he packed it in a few games for Illinois this year because of his professional pedigree coming in. And I think heat culture can kind of help some of those downsides that Kasparis did have while he was at Illinois.
For sure. Yeah, I mean I've said it on multiple videos, like multiple podcasts about Kasparis, like the pedigree that he has of tearing up the Adidas Next Gen tournament, like getting legit minutes in the Spanish league. I think it was the second it was Barcelona's second team and the that plays in the top Spanish league and everything. But still, getting those minutes and putting up massive numbers like 19, 6, and 5 at such a young age checks all the boxes there. And I can't get over the fact that he was literally averaging 25 and 5 while shooting 40% from 3 before the forearm injury. Uh, I know injuries are part of the games. You have to know how to play through pain or whatever. And his turnovers really got out of hand down the stretch of the season. I think he had over 5 turnovers in every postseason game Illinois played, from the Big Ten tournament into the NCAA tournament. But still, like you see the flashes there. He's so confident as a shooter, like the audacity to take the shots that he takes. He is not going to be afraid stepping on the NBA court alongside his Heat culture brethren. And I don't know, man. I'm just buying into this kid's upside. I'm buying into the pedigree here. I think the Illinois season, as Illinois seasons tend to do, get a little weird. This happens year in, year out. Sometimes it's off court drama. Sometimes it's just adversity where they don't really look like they know how to respond to it. Sometimes they lose a game and the bottom falls out for a couple weeks before they get it back together. That's the Brad Underwood, Illinois experience. You bring him out of that, he came out better from it, and he's ready to start his NBA career. And I think this is going to be a kid who, come January, February, we're asking how did he fall the way to pick 20? Like the Heat did it again. They made another great pick.
Yeah, we always do that with a few teams, right? Where it's like, I can't believe they got this player. And it's like I can because I just watched Colin Murray Boyles go 7. So like I can believe that they got him. Or 8. Wait, no. What was it, 9?
Yeah, it's all the same. It's an
Oh,
odd number.
so
All odd numbers run together.
yeah, I can believe it, but I think it's one of those situations where the Heat lucked into one, and congrats to them. I think they got a good one, and they got a top 10 pick at 20. When you're competing, quote unquote, in the way Miami is, where you're not really competing, but you
Mhm.
kind of are, you do have to luck out. And they lucked out with Hero. They lucked out with Jaime Jaquez, and now I think they lucked out again with Kasparis.
Yeah, I think everything about this, in terms of just what the Heat have done developmentally over the years, combined with like they are a serious organization who aren't going to bottom out. That's not in Pat Riley's DNA. That's not in Spoelstra's DNA. They're going to try to do what they can to stay afloat, even if they like have to hound away in the play-in for a few years before they get their star. There's still a path to minutes here. We said it at the top. You look at this guard room, and it's like, okay, Davion Mitchell had some moments down the stretch of the year. Terry Rozier's still hanging around. Isaiah Stevens is on a two-way. Casper
Who
Isaiah Stevens was a stud
did
at
you know
Colorado.
who he was before we were about to record this video?
Yeah, he was a monster at Colorado State. I know
Okay.
my Mountain West hoops.
Okay.
Um,
Ah, touche. Touche.
like,
Riley's
like
up one. Riley's up one. Touche.
it's just not out of the realm of possibilities that Kasparas is playing starters minutes by like December, going back into the January timeline of us saying, how did he fall to pick 20? Why did we overthink this when he was awesome for 2 months of the season before a freak injury, you know?
Mhm.
So
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I completely agree. I also think like keeping it a buck, it ain't that far fetched. He starts day one. You telling me Terry Rozier and them are the people standing in Kasparas' way? Uh, that doesn't move me. Respectfully to Pat Riley, you got to do something with this roster.